Hi everyone, it's Monday. Following my little thing here, you're going to see a little clip of some news coverage that I did just after the Angelina Jolie story broke of her double mastectomy. They called me into KTLA to come in and comment on the genetic screenings and all of that, and I brought my cosmetic surgeon in who did the reconstruction. Anyway, it's a really informative piece, but it brings me to my thought for the day. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. Don't be afraid to stand for something. So many people never say anything. They're afraid for some reason to be visibly in favor of or against something. They don't want to rock the boat. They don't want to upset people. But that's what makes we humans interesting and beautiful all at the same time, because we have the ability to actually express ourselves. And if you can't express who you really are, then that's so inauthentic. That's got to be miserable. So my encouragement to you guys is don't be afraid. Speak your mind. Say what you mean. Stand for something and be proud of it. That's it. So here's my little interview. It's only a couple of minutes. So you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.
A stunning medical admission from Angelina Jolie. While her preventative double mastectomy is certainly rare, she is not alone. In fact, over 2 years ago, our next guest lost her 51-year-old sister to ovarian cancer.
And just like Angelina Jolie, Lisa J. Davis went and got a test for the BRCA BRCA gene, I believe is what we're calling it. She found out she was genetically disposed to both ovarian and breast cancer. And that's when Lisa decided to get proactive. We're joined by Lisa and her plastic and reconstructive surgeon, Dr. Lisa Castleth. Really great to see you both. We've met before. You've been on the morning show, I know, and it's great to see you again. Lisa, let's start with you in the fact that this now, you know, when someone like Angelina comes out saying that she was diagnosed with this and took care of it in this way, how did you first find out that you were predisposed to having breast cancer?
Well, I actually had a very persuasive gynecologist who, when she found out my sister had ovarian cancer, that she'd been battling with it, even before my sister passed away, she had been trying to persuade me to get the genetic screening.
Yeah.
At the time, it wasn't covered by insurance.
Okay.
And by the time my sister passed away, she said, okay, now it's covered. You have no excuse. Go get it done. And I went to Cedars, and that's really, the rest is history.
And they said you had this gene.
Yeah, they were actually shocked. They said, you know, you're one of 11 children from the same parents, and you have one sister out of all of that, out of all those kids who had any kind of related cancer. And so I'm on the phone. They weren't sure they could get it approved to be, you know, to have the testing and all of that. So I'm on the phone at Cedars-Sinai, you know, calling all my siblings. Are you sure he didn't have anything, you know? But yeah, they were able to get it approved and got me screened. And when they brought me in, they said we were shocked that you had it. So.
Okay, Dr. Castleth, can anyone get this reconstructive surgery? And can you explain exactly how it all works?
Right. Well, you know, these BRCA carriers are in an advantageous group, because we know these are women that are at high risk of having breast cancer. But here we have the opportunity to potentially do a reconstruction on someone who does not have cancer. But we know if things were to continue, they'd be very likely to get it, between 60, 85% chance of getting cancer. Now, we don't have to have chemotherapy. We don't have to have radiation. But what we can do is a very small, short scar to do complete mastectomy, removal of breast tissue, leave the nipple and areola. So the results aesthetically are phenomenal compared to that of sometimes a traditional mastectomy.
Okay, and Lisa, you had both ovaries and breasts removed. It's not 100% guaranteed, though, correct? If you get that removed, that you will not at some point. What are the statistics as far as percentages go, and how it's dramatically
Well, we usually say it's around 95+% cure. And the reason for that is even a mastectomy sometimes can leave tiny amounts of breast tissue behind, but the majority of the tissue's out. And the risks are so low that we don't continue to screen that person for breast cancer.
Okay, can you talk about some other, there were follow-up surgeries, correct?
Yes, I had the one stage where they did the breast reconstruction right at the same time as the mastectomy, and Dr. Castleth, that's her specialty. But then it was sort of an optional. They weren't sure after whether or not I would need to have some kind of fat grafting, similar to what Suzanne Summers did. She went, I guess she had fat grafting and all kinds of stuff done to make the breast area look a little bit more natural, and I did that a year later. So.
Okay. And what is the percentage of women that have this BRCA gene?
Oh, it's very low. You know,
Okay.
so of all women who have breast cancer is by far the minority of patients. Really, any woman should be questioned if she has the gene. If she has a first-degree relative, so we're talking mother, sister, aunt
Okay.
even, who's had breast cancer, especially premenopausal. So mothers who had it at the age of 30s, 40s, they should consider getting tested for the gene.
Okay, ladies, of course, Angelina Jolie making an announcement that she had the double mastectomy. The op-ed article in New York Times. This should save some lives, I would think.
And it was so great that she did that.
Yeah. All right, ladies, we appreciate you coming on to tell us about your story. And for more information on reconstruction surgery and gene mutations, you can visit drcastle.com or lisajdavis.com. And we've posted all this info on our website as well, ktla.com. Thank you to you both.